Welcome to English Podcast for You. I'm Maria, and I'm so excited to have you here. Whether you're just starting to learn English or looking to improve your skills, you're in the right place. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an episode. Let's learn together and make English fun and easy. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to English Podcast for You. I'm Maria, and today I want to talk about the month that everyone loves to associate with love. When February arrives, we suddenly see hearts everywhere, flowers in every shop, and people talking more openly about feelings. Love becomes more visible, more public, and sometimes more emotional. And while romantic love is usually the main focus during this month, I think February is actually a good moment to talk about love in a much wider and deeper way. Love doesn't exist only between couples. It exists in families, in marriages, in friendships, and in the relationships that quietly shape who we are over time. Let's start with romantic love, because for many people, this is the most exciting and intense type of love. At the beginning of a relationship, emotions are strong and everything feels new. You overthink messages, you replay conversations in your head, and you feel emotionally connected in a very powerful way. Even small moments feel meaningful. This phase can be passionate and beautiful, but it can also be overwhelming because your happiness sometimes depends too much on another person. As time goes on, healthy love becomes less dramatic and more stable. You stop trying to impress each other all the time and start being more real. You feel safe enough to show your weaknesses, your bad moods, and your tired days. Real romantic love is about trust, emotional safety, and mutual respect. It's about knowing that even when life becomes stressful or confusing, you're not alone and that someone is walking beside you, not in front of you and not behind you. But before we ever experience romantic love, most of us experience family love. The relationship between parents and children is often complicated, emotional, and sometimes difficult to understand. Parents don't always express love through words. Instead, they show it through responsibility, concern, and constant care. They worry about the future, they give advice we don't always want to hear, and they try to protect us from pain, even though pain and mistakes are sometimes necessary for growth. As we grow older, we begin to see our parents as human beings, not just as parents. We realize that they were learning while raising us, making decisions without having all the answers. This realization often creates a deeper sense of appreciation, patience, and gratitude, even if the relationship is not perfect. Sibling relationships add another layer to the meaning of love. Growing up with siblings means learning how to share space, attention, and emotions. These relationships can feel chaotic, especially during childhood, because feelings are strong and boundaries are not always clear. Siblings can annoy us more than anyone else, but they can also defend us fiercely. They see us at our worst and at our most honest. With time, sibling love often becomes calmer and more mature. You stop competing and start supporting each other. You become witnesses to each other's lives, carrying shared memories, inside jokes, and experiences that no one else fully understands. This kind of love is not always spoken, but it is deeply rooted. Marriage brings yet another perspective on love. Married love is not built only on emotions, but on commitment and daily effort. It means choosing the same person again and again, even on days when communication is difficult, patience is low, or life feels heavy. Marriage teaches compromise, emotional responsibility, and teamwork. It shows us that love is not something that happens once, but something that is created continuously through small actions, honest conversations, and shared goals. And now let's talk about a type of love that February often forgets to celebrate: self-love. Self-love is not selfish, and it's not about perfection. It's about how you treat yourself when no one is watching. It's about the way you speak to yourself after a mistake, the boundaries you set to protect your peace, and the permission you give yourself to rest without guilt. Self-love means accepting that you are a work in progress and still worthy of care and respect. For some people, February can feel lonely or heavy, especially when love is presented as something you must have from another person. But learning to be comfortable with yourself, to enjoy your own company, and to trust your inner voice is one of the most powerful forms of love. When you build a healthy relationship with yourself, every other relationship in your life becomes healthier too. So when we talk about February as the month of love, I think it's important to move beyond the idea that love has only one form. Love can be passionate or calm, exciting or steady, loud or quiet. Sometimes love feels warm and comforting, and sometimes it challenges us to grow and change. Love exists in romantic relationships, in families, between siblings, in marriages, and within ourselves. And each type of love teaches us something valuable about who we are and how we connect with others. So as February continues, I hope you allow yourself to see love in all its forms, not only in what is celebrated loudly, but also in what is lived quietly. Love is in the small moments, in patience, in understanding, and in the way we show up for others and for ourselves. You don't need a perfect story, a perfect relationship, or a perfect life to experience love. Love already exists around you and within you in ways you may not always notice. Thank you for spending this moment with me and for listening with an open heart. Wherever you are, and whatever this month feels like for you, remember that you are worthy of love, care, and kindness, today and always. Love you, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.